What up, ECC? Welcome back. East County Conference Fantasy Football Show Week 7. It's a matchup edition. We're going to go through our normal format as usual. Shit games leading up to our game of the week. Right now, I looked over a little bit of the matchups after that great Thursday night football game. I know some of you watched. 4 touchdowns in the last minute. They were all called back, basically. Flags galore. I can't believe that's how it worked out. So, great game. Tons of points for fantasy, so it helped a lot of people tonight. So, jumping right in, we're going to do my game first. Because I can. And it's not the game of the week. It can't be because Graham's got a projected, well, he had a projected like 130, I think, before tonight's game. But Cook got him 16 points, so got him in the 140 range. Now, that's not going to do or be enough compared to the Boners 200. So, with a more in-depth review, we've got Rivers right now because Rodgers is gone. Done collarbone, went under the knife. Going against Dalton. It's not as uneven as I thought it would be, except Rivers is playing Denver, one of the best defenses. So I'm going to give it to Dalton against Pittsburgh, even though their defense is pretty strong too. Denver's definitely going to, I think, get a couple of picks on Rivers and sack him a few times, so better chance for Dalton. Now, Cooks, my wide receiver against Evans. I'm going to give it to Evans because Cook's not doing anything, as we've talked about before. Evans has got a higher ceiling, or no, a lower floor, per se, meaning I think he's going to still have a chance to get more points no matter what happens, the outcome. Now, Fitzgerald over Mr. Fuller, because Fuller's not playing. I know he has Pryor and Cobb, so whoever's playing for him, because I know he's waiting to put him in, Fitzgerald either way. Matthews against Thomas. I'm going to have to give it to Thomas. Obviously, Michael Thomas way better than Rishard Matthews. Though Matthews has a chance for home runs. He's a deep ball threat every now and then. That's why I picked him or drafted him. But so far, I'm giving pretty much everybody so far to Graham. But where it starts to sway in my favor is the running backs, as usual. Unfortunately, I remember too, Graham, it was Cook. You got screwed by Cook going out. Great rookie too. But in any case, you don't have him anymore. Lucky me. So Bell versus Duke Johnson Jr. Bell. Hunt got me just 24 points tonight. Not a lot, but probably more than that Perrine, that rookie out of Washington. Thompson there is definitely going to play more than him. So Hunt. Now, this one's tricky. Cook got you 16 points. He got, the touchdown that we talked about before, the goal line one. He had that, what I thought was the game winner, too, in the beginning there. The first touchdown of that crazy series where he just fell short on the 1-yard line. But in any case, he got you 16 points. Ertz, that's about as high or as average that he's been getting me so far from the trade and with what Robbie used him. I'm going to give it to Cook, though, but Ertz is going to get just the same amount of points. But since I see a guaranteed 16, Cook. Now, Hyde, I like him getting the touchdowns. Freeman, though, is no slouch, per se. I mean, he's going to do great, but I just want to give this one to Hyde. Tucker, coming on a little bit better. I'm going to give my kicker this one just because they're at Minnesota. He kicked 50-yarders, no problem. Gauskowski. Brady could score all the touchdowns. He can get 4 extra points or 5. So my kicker, Seattle faces the Giants. Giants suck since Eli doesn't have anybody, even though they won. Couldn't believe it. I don't think that's going to happen, though, against Seattle. So I'm going to give that to my defense because Atlanta's going against Brady. So just with a few advantages overall, it's not going to be this blowout, Graham, 60 points or whatever, 70. I think I'm going to get more like the 175. You're going to get like the 150. So it's going to be close. But boners all the way. Now, We're going to go on to Winmark and Rosalino. That game, that one was a hard one too. I'm going to give it to Wolverines. Let me explain why. I think on paper it had Winmark projected to win. But when I looked it over, I didn't like his slots. I didn't like, like who he has in the different positions. Either they like examples. Here we go. Wilson, you never know what you're going to get. Cousins coming on strong. Philadelphia, Wentz, high octane offense. They're going to have to score. Going to be a high scoring game. So I think Cousins is going to get some points. So advantage Cousins. Nelson doesn't have Rodgers anymore. Rodgers loves Nelson. I don't know about Hundley. So Demaryius, they're pretty much even right now, even though I'm going to give it to Nelson by namesake, but Demaryius could do just as well right now, I think, unfortunately. Hogan, out of nowhere, did nothing, killed me in my DraftKings. He actually would have won me money, but he sucked fucking donkey. But in any case, Dez over Hogan. Dez has a better chance, I think, better upside, even though Hogan's been doing great. Dez. Watkins with Benjamin. I'm going to give it to Benjamin, I guess, right now, but Watkins is overdue. We saw Cooper blow up tonight. What, 6 games worth match tonight, or more than... He had more points or yards and everything tonight than his first 6 games. So never know. Watkins, it could happen. Same with him. But very even right now because Benjamin doesn't know what Cam. But this running back, because CJ didn't do anything, even though he's the starter per se, Jamal, Devontae are healthy. James White gets a lot of PPR points in our league, lots of just catches. Always a chance for a touchdown, so I'm going to just, on the flip of a coin right now, give it to White. That's where it kind of just could go either way, but I'm going to give it to White. With the rookie mixing going against Gore, I like the young rookie right now. Gore, he's good, but I'm going to go young. Mixing. Ingram, I like the play there, Charlie, because who else does Eli have to throw to? Might as well, but Gronk can't. It's going to go Gronk. So that's the one you do have that I like, Eric. Doug Martin, though, over Smallwood. Zerline, Vinatieri. Coin flip, but Vinatieri's facing Jacksonville as a strong defense, so their offenses are going to have that's why I didn't like Gore either, because I just don't think their offense is going to score a lot, but Vinatieri has a chance for field goals. Zerline, I think their offense is going to score the Rams, and they're going to get extra points. So this is why I'm going to give it to Vinatieri for the field goal advantage. Carolina can stop Chicago. Minnesota definitely can stop Baltimore. We all know what Flacco's done. Nothing all season. He's prone to sucking really bad like lately. So Minnesota, I'm going to give the advantage. So again, just small little areas where I could be way off, but just what my gut's feeling right now, after closer review. So Wolverines is going to just barely squeak by, probably for the flip of what Yahoo says. So instead of you winning by 10, he's going to win by 10. Now, on to the next one. Nomads. Brian over Tater Salad. That's how I looked at it. This is the most even game of all season. Where I didn't even want to look at it or pick a player. Because after Crabtree got that touchdown, it's basically within 0.10 on Yahoo's projection. So that's why I'm saying I think it's the most evenly matched projected game I've seen so far a whole season, maybe even last season. Now when I break it down, I pick Brian Nomads coming on winning streak here, I think, for a reason. I like Brady against Atlanta. Brady, he can throw 5 touchdowns any given Sunday. Breeze is going against Green Bay. He's not going to have to score as much because I don't think Green Bay is going to score as much, unfortunately. So Breeze will get his couple of touchdowns, and then they'll just run the ball. Run it. So whoever has New Orleans running backs, good. Now, Landry against Jeffrey. This is pretty even, but Landry's, I think, got the slight advantage. Cutler, though, I think, again, same thing, where he could go up. Miami can go up against New Jersey if McCown and them, even suck a little bit. Jeffrey, though, going again in that high scoring game that I mentioned. God, it's a back and forth one. I'm going to give it to Landry because Nomads. That's who I picked to win. Green. Definitely I'm going to go, though, with that over Crabtree because Crabtree only got 11 points. I thought Crabtree would get a little bit more, but Cooper had a breakout game. So AJ, though, definitely I think has a better shot at the 40-yard bomb to just overcome that 11. Ted Ginn, though, I'm not going to give. Actually, I'm going to give it to Garcon. Whoever that, Beathard for San Francisco, the quarterback now, is definitely going to throw to him. He's their best wide receiver. He catches everything. Got glue for hands. So running backs, and so Garcon. So that was actually going to Danny. Running backs, though, Gordon versus Coleman. Gordon, because I think Rivers is going to suck. Gordon, better chance against the Denver defense to score than Coleman does against New England, because I don't know. I think Matt Ryan's due for a touchdown game, because it's for some reason 1 touchdown game with him. Maybe he's due for like a 4 touchdown game. And in any case, Coleman, though, is not, I don't think, going to get the touchdown, but he'll get some yards. But Gordon. Peterson, out of nowhere. Great, you have him. I'm going to pick him over Hot McKinnon. Although it's going to be pretty close, McKinnon's got to come back down a little bit. He can't keep doing what he's doing. Otherwise, he would have been the starter. They wouldn't have needed that rookie, or he wouldn't have lost out the job in preseason to him. So Peterson, I'm going to give the advantage because he had a really good showing here last week. Tight end Rudolph versus Jimmy Graham. Although I used to just give this to Jimmy Graham all day. Rudolph is really good. I'm going to give it to Rudolph. McCaffrey against Ajayi, I'm going to give it to him because even though the knee, they just rest him so they could use him 25, 30 times a game. He should be getting more touchdowns, which I can't believe, but he's good for carries. Way more than the rookie. Tight end. I'm sorry, not tight end. Kicker, Lutz. I do like Elliott. Just that fill-in there for Philly. But he's doing fine. Great scoring game there. So I'm going to actually give it to Elliott. More, again, that field goal advantage. Has more chance at field goals and extra points. Pittsburgh. Stopping Cincinnati. Probably a little bit, but not all the way. Baltimore stopping Minnesota. More likely, but Minnesota's been doing pretty good. I'm going to give this one to Baltimore. Just, I feel that they should be able to stop the shitty quarterback. If Keenan plays, he's playing out of his butt, his ass. So that can't continue. He's got to suck somewhere along the line. And Baltimore's just got to sneak up, crazy play, good play. One of those. So this is where it's so close. But I'm just going to give it to Nomads because I'm pretty sure, again, he's on a winning streak. So just to give him that extra one. Last 2 games. I can't give it to you, Rob, again, because you're playing these nuts. Even though Andy got your first win last week, it's not enough. You're going against the number 1 right now, and I don't even think he's playing his best squad, and he's still going to be hard to beat for you. Again, he's going to be still hard to beat. At this point, I've got, let's see. I like your quarterback in San Francisco, so you have that advantage. Prescott over Roethlisberger, because Roethlisberger is sucking lately. So he's not been doing as good. He's going to throw Antonio like 25,000 times. So that's going to be his only chance to get any points for you, Rob, as long as he hits Antonio. But Prescott, I just have a feeling he's going to do a little bit better because San Francisco sucks. Now, Keenan versus Deshaun. I'm actually going to give it to Deshaun because Keenan's going against Denver. But probably any other defense, I might have given it to Keenan because he's Rivers number one. Deshaun's is more than number two. But in this case, I like Deshaun. Wallace against Julio. Don't have to say anything more. Julio. Baldwin. Aguilar. Baldwin is just more of a consistent, gonna get the catches, not gonna get probably crazy amount of points in this season for some reason. I don't know what's happening with Seattle's offense. It's so lackluster. But Baldwin, I'm gonna pick him over Aguilar. Lynch, oh my God, he ran from the sideline, wanted to pick a fight, picked up the ref there a little bit, pushed him, ejected. I don't know. He wanted to go home. Did you hear? He left the building. He probably had dinner plans. So 1.9, no, Jordan Howard all day. So this is where you don't have enough anyways. I don't think you have enough firepower left. DeMarco, though, one of your best players at this point, definitely should be better than Blunt. Although Blunt's going to be okay. I think he'll probably get that goal line touchdown this week. Something tells me he has a goal line TD in him. Kelsey did fine, 13 points. Brate, though, really good. I'm never going to say anything bad about Brate again there, D's. So this one, because Kelsey got 13, I thought he could have got more. Brate's good for 13, so let's give it to Brate. Now, McManus, Denver, they're going to score all over the Chargers. I'm going to give it to Denver's kicker this week over Bailey. That's where, again, field goal advantage, because I think Dallas is going to score touchdowns against San Francisco. Cleveland is not that great of an offense. Tennessee is not that great of a defense. Denver, though, like, going to get those scoring points. You know, specialty, sacks, interceptions, maybe a block kick, return touchdown. Something, they're going to get some extra points. So I'm going to give it to Denver. So, not by a landslide, but orgasm, you got these nuts. You got them this week. Now, game of the week. Somehow, these guys fall into it a few times. Eric, you're always in it. Seems like Chad. I didn't want to give it to you either, but you guys have a 3-4 matchup. Very high projected scoring. Had great showing tonight, Thursday football players. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to give it to you guys. With closer review, already 52-39. Chad's going to be projected by Yahoo 215 to 190. Eric. So what is that? Like a 25-point advantage? I don't know if it's going to be that bad, but I do have right now. I'm not going to tell you yet, but I just have you guys in the game of the week. Matt Ryan versus Cam Newton. I like Matt Ryan. Versus New England, they don't have a very good defense. Chicago, a little bit better defense than New England, even though their team sucks. Cam, never know what you're going to get. He's been playing really good. Chad probably didn't want to drop Carr after tonight. Now I know you want to pick him back up. You can't play 3 quarterbacks. You're stupid. But in any case, Cam, you never know what you're going to get. And Matt Ryan, I have that feeling again. It's a touchdown game. So, Matt Ryan. Let's see. So, this is Matt Ryan. This is Chad. We got Tyreek Hill getting 33. And I always said, whoever Antonio is going against in his slot, I know they're not playing these guys, but just who I like to grade back and forth. I always want to give it to Antonio Brown, but it's really hard. 33 points. I mean, that I already looked. Antonio's only scored 30 points twice this season. I know he's only played 6 games, so that's pretty good. Twice already. He's had over 25 3 times. I mean, Roethlisberger throws the ball nonstop to Brown. He's guaranteed 15 targets, if not 25 a game. That's why I give it to Antonio. So I'm going to give it to Antonio, like I always do. Not going to sway from that. This one's easy. Devontae Adams, even though Hundley or whatever is the quarterback. Hearns, who you've been starting, like I told you. Not Cooper every week like you thought. Devontae. Now, Thielen, I would have probably given it to him if I didn't watch the game. But Cooper scored 52 points. More than probably all 6 games so far. Most likely, or like 5 out of them. 5 out of the 6. So Cooper all day. So 2-2. Elliot, you lucky mother. Suspended, not suspended. Suspended, not suspended. Just get it over with. I wonder if that one game counts then towards the 6 if he does get suspended again. So maybe he can just take a week off on the games they don't need him. Call it a suspension week, and that way it's done by the playoffs if they make it. Because it's whack. I would hate to have him on my team having to worry about every week if I'm going to play him or not. But in any case, you get to play him this week. But Gurley, he is due. Arizona's not that great, so this one's hard. I think Dak's going to have to throw it against San Francisco because their secondaries were ranked one of the worst. So Elliott will be fine, but I'm feeling Prescott's going to get the touchdowns to his wide receivers, maybe even Witten out of nowhere. So Elliott's not going to get the touchdown, and I think Gurley will. So I'm going to give that to Gurley. I haven't been given much to Gurley, so I think he's going to have one of his Gurley games. Now, Ingram against McCoy. I know Ingram had that great game. He's going to do better now that Peterson's gone. They're going to need to run the ball because they don't need to score there against Green Bay. Like I said, all of these things are adding up. McCoy versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's defense a little better. I'm going to give it to Ingram. Give it to Ingram. So, 4-2. Bennett and Walker. This is where I think Bennett's going to come alive. Because somehow I think the shitty quarterback is going to need his tight end. So I'm going to give it to Bennett finally getting a touchdown this week. This is the week. Bennett. Michael Bennett. Over Delaney. Because Delaney sucks all season. He's just a name tight end right now. Now, Chad, I like what you were thinking with changing to Orleans Darkwa over Safarian Jenkins. You got some names to play, I can tell you that much. I'm going to give it to Ty Montgomery because he's a running back, even though he's hurt. Tight ends, I can't give a tight end a pick over a running back. So if you put in Darkwa, I might change my mind. But as of right now, Montgomery. Now, Brian, always have liked Crosby. He's going to have to do all their offense, I think, in Green Bay. So these are swaying to Chad. Oh, I didn't realize how much, the more I look at it, swaying to you. Lucky. Kansas City did nothing. 6 points. So New Orleans can score 6 points. I don't know why you picked them up off the the waiver wire or whatever. I guess they were projected because Green Bay's offense is not projected to do a lot. But you normally wouldn't pick up New Orleans defense. They don't have any playmakers really. So you're just going to get lucky on that, Chad, or you're going to get 6 points just like Kansas City got because Hundley's going to go against a soft defense and be able to score. Or Montgomery's going to be able to score. At this point, though, I'm going to give it to New Orleans because I have a feeling they can get at least 7 points. Because that's all they need to outscore Kansas City. So, overall, it's boom. Unfortunately, Charger fan over championship. I know you hate it. And I hate it too because I don't want my brother to do better. I want him to lose. So I can win this bitch. This team's getting stronger with that Watson. He gets somehow the waiver wire pickups because he never picks anybody up. So he's number one on the list or whatever for waiver. So that's changed now that he actually started picking people up. So now he's still going to the bottom. He has to wait. He talked about picking Carr back up, but he doesn't realize how it works. So better luck with that next time, Chad. So overall, we got the Boners taking it to the G Unit Grand. Wolverines, smoking up the big blaze. We got Nomads walking all over the tater salad. We got Orgasm, in D's nuts' mouth. And the Charger fan, still a Charger fan, never going to win a championship, but he's going to beat the championship. There we go this week. So we got all of it. So until we do our recap edition for week 7, we'll say motherfuckers later.